Yeah, good morning, good afternoon to everyone. Today, I will talk about artificial intelligence, AI's intervention in the industrial project management. So mostly, I'm going to cover my sharing from a practitioner perspective rather than an academic perspective. So my excerpts won't be mostly from journals or books, but rather than our industrial day-to-day project management activities and function. AI is a key buzzword. I guess everybody using it from a little kid to a older personnel. So AI wave is there for us to face, and I can say that it's kind of a AI pandemic that we all are going through globally in every sector and every phase of our life. So with that said, I will begin. Currently I'm attached in a project management office with a wafer fabrication facility in a R&D function. And I hope my sharing will benefit some of you, especially those young graduates that will be stepping into the workforce soon enough. Right, having that said, let me move to second slide. Okay, I guess it should be visible immediately. Before I go into a practical world, I would like to highlight three, maybe I would say a news that is interesting about AI and project management. First, APM. APM is the Association of Project Management. Last year, they released an article claiming that 70% of project management professionals say that their organizations are actively using AI, while 29% more are planning to do so. So, which means it's almost 100% of the project management folks out there in the world are saying that their organizations, respective organizations, are using AI actively. Okay, yeah, let's keep that in mind. The second one is from PMI. PMI is the official project management institute based in USA, in fact. So earlier this year, they released an article claiming that by 2030, that is just around the corner, 4 years, 5 years down the road, 80% of the project management tasks will be automated by AI. So 80%, yeah, that's a lot. And the third news was from Microsoft AI chief. Earlier this year, he mentioned that not mentioned. He warned that most of the white collar jobs not would, could vanish within 18 months. That is roughly middle of next year. So, how far these are valid? These are understated or overstated? And what does it mean to young graduates out there or still in university waiting to step foot into the working force? So what does it all mean? Let's hang on, and I will try to give my key takeaways based on these three pointers later on, right? So stay tuned. We move to second slide. Okay, yeah. All right, so okay, AI. We have multiple AI tools in the industry. I don't prefer to recommend or promote any of them. So I will try to generalize it in general. Yeah. So there's tons of them, not only the four examples I've shown here. So recently, the industries have been adopting what we call closed network AI tools, or in other words, intranet-based AI tools. So what does it mean? Intranet means a closed network where only a specific organization employees can access. So if you work with organization A, you couldn't access the data from organization B because organization has a closed network, as opposed to internet-based AI tools For example, the one freely available ChatGPT that you can ask for a food recipe, for example, then he will give you. But if you ask for some trade information from, let's say, Microsoft, you may not get it. So that is the difference of intranet versus internet. There is also another term called extranet, but it's not that popular. Nevertheless, for industries, it is not a free of charge. If they want any AI tool, any specific provider, they need to pay the license to that provider. So if your organization is a large organization, then the company need to spend quite a lot of money for a license procurement. So yeah, that is one of kind of a barrier for smaller industries at this point of time. So in the advantage of a intranet-based AI tools is that your company information will stay within the company. Important to protect your trade information, your IP protocols, intellectual property is what I mean, as opposed to intranet. For example, in internet or open source like ChatGPT, you can actually upload your, let's say, your thesis or your manuscript, which means that that data will be available to the worldwide audience. Yeah, so try not to do that. All right, having said that, let's move to slide number 4. Okay, all right, so how does an AI intervene my day-to-day job as a project manager? So here are some of the routine activities that the industrial project managers are using AI at this point of time. So one of them is scheduling. So scheduling means you have your listed task to achieve your objectives end of the day. If you write a manuscript, you need to source all the related article database, and then you do in your introduction, your literature review method, and so on. So that is your scheduling until you finish your manuscript in a defined time, let's say 3 months from now, and then you submit to the journal. And how about reporting presentation? Reporting could be in any format, Excel or Word. And the most famous presentation method is, of course, the PowerPoint. You can actually use AI to do assist you in terms of these two preparations. Excel computations is pretty common, and you also use it in your college or universities for macros, for VLOOKUP, XLOOKUP, and so on. And how about the lessons learned? So as I mentioned, one of the advantage of intranet AI tool is that you have tons of project database in the past that is available in your company. The AI will try to crunch and give you what we have learned based on the past data or your past project documents. So I'll have some examples in some of these points later on that you can see. And the most famous one is meeting minutes and transcript. Well, you are able to record your meetings, which is not so special, right? You have done that in the past as well. But at the same time, the AI able to prepare the transcript of the whole discussion. And in fact, who was talking about it, everything will be transcribed, and we will prepare a MOM, meeting of minutes for you, end of the meeting, that the project manager can use and circulate out. And the other interesting AI intervention is in the risk management. Not only a risk identification, AI can do slightly more than that, which I will also show an example later on so that you can understand better. But nevertheless, yeah, AI tools can generally do all these routine works, but whether each of them has the specialization, and that is still some ways to go. For example, some AI tools have a very specific skill set. For example, resource management, resource planning. There's an AI tool called Smartsheet that has better specialization compared to others. So the question will be, can the organization invest in multiple AI tools? Imagine if your company is big, then you need to acquire so many licenses. So at the moment, this is also a industrial barrier to widely use AI tools to the max. Okay, having said that, we can go to next slide. Okay, so this is an example of scheduling assist by AI. So you can see on my left, I have this list of activities. Of course, you need to give input something to the AI. You need to give your, let's say, project charter, your list of activities, and then it will try to and of course, you need to give it the duration, the time taken to complete each task, and he will give you this nice Gantt chart. But from what I see, so this type of a Gantt chart is called a waterfall scheduling method. Yeah. So AI is really good at this, but AI at this point of time, AI is struggling a bit when there is a predecessor scheduling requirement where one task is tied to the other task, and we call it predecessor and successor linkage, right? So this is something that AI is still a bit struggling, but for a start, yeah, AI is able to do this for you. Okay, and then we go to next slide. Okay, it's changing. And now you can see the lessons learned compilation assist. There are two formats I've provided. Either you can get it in this point form, or you can get this into this nice table form. So it will help you to categorize, or you can also call it as themes. Then it will give you what are the lessons that could be learned, and it will give you the severity of the lessons. High means it is a high need for you to learn this lesson for your next project and so on. And we'll also give you some improvement actions that you can do in your next project. Okay, so next slide is on risk analysis. This is also an interesting two different formats. The AI can give it to you. Here you have the risk ID, of course, the numbering, and then the type of risk, and then the affected phase or affected process step, the impact to you due to that risk. Likelihood is the probability of the risk occurring. Severity is the impact you will feel in the project if the risk become real, and what you can do, the mitigation to avoid that risk. And it can even predict who should be the owner of individual risk. Yeah, so isn't that interesting? So how does AI knows these details? So this is all based on your project documents. So like I said, you need to input AI, your project related documents, can be a scope documents, can be a project charter, right? Before it can come up with this nice table. So this is what I mentioned about intranet, the closed network AI capability. Okay, next we shall go to next slide. This is the reporting. Um, yeah, reporting and presentation. So for reporting and presentation, so far I've never seen an AI tool that able to give straight away what you were expecting. It requires some communication with the AI, some queries, and you need to fine tune um, to your need. Basically, you need to customize the presentation to your need. So only you as a project manager know what you need and what your stakeholders, what your management expecting them to present. So this, it is, I would say, a collaborative engagement by the project manager with the AI tool before you can get something as you wanted. Okay, and then let me move to ethics. Okay, So we talk about ethics, but what has ethics to do with AI? Okay, PMI is, as I mentioned, Project Management Institute has listed out a code of ethics, four of them, four key code of ethics, even before the emergence of AI. So these ethics have been there, but I do believe that these ethics are still important, or even I would say more important in the current AI world. Being you as a project manager, being responsible to what you are assigned to. This also covers law regulations, and be respectful for your stakeholders, because we manage not only tools, machineries, but also people. And you need to be fair to all of your stakeholders and to be honest to what you do. Okay, so AI data, you shouldn't be using it wholesomely. Yeah, like I mentioned for the earlier slide, let's say you want to do any presentation, you need to customize what they give you. And earlier I talked about transcript. AI is giving you the transcript. But normally, I've seen a lot of mistakes, spelling errors. So why does it happen? Especially when your native language is not English. The AI tends to get confused with your local or regional dialects, accent, and so on. So in regional based projects, you tend to mix sentences with different languages, which AI doesn't understand. So it will transcribe something a bit different that you couldn't use it straight away and distribute to your stakeholders. That is not responsible. And just now we talk about a presentation reporting in Excel. You can fine tune, you can ask AI to fine tune the data. So this could lead to data manipulation. So this is also being responsible and honest. And you present something that you can't explain, or when your management question you, what is this pointer all about? And you say, yeah, this is not me. This is from AI, so it is not my mistake. So yeah, you're actually blaming the tool on what you are actually presenting. So this is where I think that the code of ethics still holds, and it is still very important in the age of AI. Okay, having said that, let's move on. Okay, so adapting to the current trend. Although AI has its downside, like some of the pointers I mentioned just now, but we still need to adapt to the current change, the wave that the AI is bringing in. It applies to both generations, those younger ones, um, which whom are actually using it as early as their childhood. In a primary school, I can see they started to use the AI tools. But how about the older generation that never used AI in their universities? So they need to adapt as well. I still remember my start of work years ago. I carry along my diary and a pen to take notes on a hard copy, take meeting minutes on a hard copy. And then there was a phase of notebooks, bulky notebooks people carry around, PC, I mean, mobile PCs that we carry around to take notes. And there was a short period of time people use BlackBerry. And if you remember the Samsung Note, S Note, people use that for to take notes, but that was just a small, shorter time period. So now we are talking about AI. You don't need any hard copy, but you still need your PC anyways, where the AI is able to take notes and take the attendance, who's in the meeting, and AI cameras, they can actually zoom. If you have 20 people in the meeting room, the AI camera will zoom to the person who's is talking at that point of time, right? So yeah, so there is some trends going on that I think all of us need to keep up with. Um, Having that said, so just now I talked about routine works. AI is taking over from project management, but is it all of it? Does it mean that AI can do my job? At this point of time, I don't think so. There is a element, what we call leadership, that you still require a physical person to do, which AI cannot replace you in terms of leadership in all sort of uh, soft skills, I would say, and understanding the emotional cues from your stakeholders, body languages. I'm aware that some of the latest AI technology is seeping into these areas as well. Your vehicle AI is able to sense if the driver have some fatigue to warn him, yeah, please pay attention on the road. Yeah, there is some emergence of the latest technology, but overall, the human leadership is still taking control of the interaction in terms of project management that I can say. So at the moment, I can say around 10% of project management works able to be automated, routine works, yeah, to be automated, not more at this point of time. See what? Okay, yeah. Before that, some key takeaways I would like to share as well. Well, I already mentioned, so my presentation will be solely based on project management practitioner perspective in general. So I do not cover different sectors. For example, if you are working in a software development industry, you may argue, no, it is not 10%, it's more than that. Yes, you are right. If you are a data scientist, IT professional, maybe the AI penetration into your job space is maybe more than that compared to those working in construction or let's say oil and gas. And also, I'm not talking about industrial automation, where robots, AIs are able to do some of the works that don't require operators. Where some companies you can see, I read some news reducing the labor force because of the industrial automation adoption. So different sectors will have a different level of AI penetration. So yeah, I have to caution that so we don't confuse that with the general project management practice. So is AI able to replace a project management function as a whole? I already answered that. There is still have some leadership elements because you deal with people, not just tools and machineries. But the trend has emerged what we call AI augmented project management. So AI augmented project management, what does it mean? That AI is assisting you and me to reduce the routine works so that you as a project manager able to focus more on soft part of it, yeah, communication, stakeholder engagement, and so on. And is it a disruptive technology in project management at this point of time? I will hold on to it at the moment. If you, okay, for example, in Jakarta, from Jakarta, you can see me presenting. You can hear my audio, my voice. You can see me in a video conference mode. But video conferencing is available sometime back, yeah. If you remember a few years ago, there was a virtual reality that was expected to be a disruptive technology, but it is not that widely penetrated as we thought some years ago. Yeah. So at the moment, AI, yeah, we can hold on to it. Yeah, and before we conclude, AI can take over jobs as a whole in terms of project management. So I would say for AI, OpenAI just keep open mind at the moment and keep adapting to the trending, but do not compromise on ethics, importantly. And as I promised, I will go back to the 3 pointers here and give my takeaways as a practitioner. Firstly, 70% or even up to 100% organizational usage of AI. Yes, as a big companies, they are doing that. But as I mentioned, the smaller companies are struggling a bit due to the licensing cost. That is one of the entrance barrier at the moment. But the level of penetration overall for project management professional, yes, it is true. Almost 100% usage of AI is being seen. And the second pointer, 80% of the tasks able to be automated by AI in 5 years down the road. So I don't want to comment what's going to happen 5 years later. Anything can happen. But as of today, now I would keep 10%, 15% at the most. And the third point about the Microsoft AI chief's warning about white-collar jobs. White-collar job, like I mentioned, different industries will have different command. Or IT versus construction, there is a big difference. But vanish within 18 months, no, I would say for project management. So far, I've never seen an organization that says they are reducing project managers or project management staff due to AI. We are not there yet at this point of time. So I always keep saying at this point of time, at this juncture, because we never know what will happen 1 year or 3 years down the road, right? Yeah. So with that, I hope I have given some practical examples and situations to benefit all of you. With that, thank you. And back to the moderator, Dr. Rudrish.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you. This was such a nice presentation and micro view on project management. In fact, it's always very interesting and good to hear from a practitioner's point of view. And what actually is happening with AI, we hear a lot of things about AI. And as you said, there have been people who have been talking that all white collar jobs will go, and maybe 80% of the activities will be taken over by AI. But what actually is happening when it comes to industry and when it comes to project management? And you gave a very good account of it. You also spoke about how information is shared and how intranet works. I think that's a very good takeaway from your lecture because this is one of the very practical aspect of artificial intelligence. When you are sharing a lot of data with artificial intelligence and you are worried that if that data can be shared with your competitors. Also, you spoke about how AI is adopted, and that's basically a black box. We don't know how companies are adopting AI. So I think it's a wonderful presentation. And what were the problems with AI actual industries facing right now? As you said, that predecessor data which was there is not used, and you spoke about risk, you spoke about ethics, and I think that was a common platform with the previous speaker, where she was talking about risk and ethics and how AI intervention is done. In fact, this reminds me with for a conversation which I had, a very interesting conversation which I had with my colleague who works on project management, and she told me that you these days you don't sit in an aeroplane which does not have a autopilot. Autopilot is something which is necessary for safety and security of every aeroplane. But will you sit in a aeroplane which just have autopilot and don't have people. So
Pilots.
obviously, it's we cannot imagine sitting in a aeroplane which do not have pilots, and it is just run on with autopilot. So I think this is the situation with AI these days, that it's a tool, it's a necessary tool. Sir, I think I have few questions. If I can ask you right now,
Sure.
and that will be
Yeah, we can do it now.
time saving. I think you being such a busy person, sir, taking out time for us is very important. So basically, uh, there's a specific question, sir, like which project management functions do you believe will remain under human supervision? I would request the team to kindly remove the PPT, Alicia or Dendi, if you are hearing. You
Uh,
can remove the PPT. I think
okay.
that
Yeah,
is
I think.
okay now. Yes, sir.
Uh,
So,
did I remove it? Okay.
yeah, the question here is that it's a very specific question that people are asking, that what will remain under human intervention, because there's a lot of misconception also about AI, that suddenly we will lose our jobs, or maybe
Yeah.
everything will be taken over by AI or
Mm,
something like this. So,
mm.
as your practical experience, maybe after 5 years or maybe after 10 years, what do you think after 10 years will still be under human supervision, even if we have all the developments on AI, agentic AI, and all other developments? So, what is your opinion, sir?
Yeah, I did briefly mention about it as well. As long as you have human interaction, the relevance for my human-based project management will still carry on. I mean, some industries, like I also mentioned about software development, software code development, that AI able to integrate. So instead of having 10 software developers, maybe you just need three software developers to check the work AI has done for you. Yeah, and the source code that the AI has verified, uh, computed for you, then you do verification with lesser people. But so this software development, for instance, it is not really 100% human in human to human interaction. So what I'm trying to say is that in a project, you always have different functions. Software team need to work with electronics team, need to work with production, manufacturing team. So whenever this interaction comes into play, you would still need this human-based interaction. This wouldn't go away even after 5 years. So that's what I'm trying to point out. So those routine jobs, okay, for example, I step into a hypermarket. Previously, there will be tons of promoters standing here and there. Nowadays, you can just walk in, take a basket, and put all the products you need, and you go to the counter, and which is fully automated, and you just scan the barcode each of your product, and you pay with your credit card, and you leave. So maybe there will be some automated teller that greets you and talks to you. So these are some of the areas that you may not see human because you don't need human interaction. These type of industries, yeah, you can actually scan your product and get to the product ingredients or what sort of you application from the internet. But the human interaction works like the examples I give you, interdepartment, interfunction, intercountry, like what we're doing now, still will require human-based, even 5 years down the road.
I think a very interesting take from you, sir. One thing I cannot resist myself asking, in fact, this is part of the question which I have also received here. Um, like the question is, which AI application currently provides the highest impact on project efficiency in industrial environment? I think this is the question, but I want to add something from my own here. that we have a lot of students here as our audience. We have almost 150 audience listening to us right now from across different countries. So, and they are a lot of them are students. So, what will be your suggestion for them to learn which AI tools they can learn, what AI skills they need to adopt if they want to make a career in project management or be part of project management teams? So, which is the most high impact tools which are there and which they should learn?
Okay. I wouldn't recommend any specific tools at this point of time, because each provider has their upper hand in certain areas. Google has their own, Apple or Microsoft. In general, it will work for you unless you have a very specific task. Um, for example, just now I talk about resource planning. That is a specific AI tool that uh, that can work. If you are doing academic research, there are also very specific AI tool that is good in crunching, let's say, 10 manuscripts and summarize it for you. So if you go into specific details, that will be tons of them. But in general, I would say, um, just use the generic ones that are available to you. And especially if you're a student, you are maybe not able to procure the license for the full feature set. That is also a maybe a constraint. So you can only use the basics feature. But the company that you are going to step in, perhaps they will have that license that you can dig deeper. But at least you need to have the basics of AI and how the prompts work. So this actually you can learn today. You don't have to. You don't need the license. You can learn from YouTube videos and so on. You can attend seminars, conference that related to AI. But I wouldn't say any specific specialized AI tool that you need to know, but I would say you just need to know the basic features AI has offered at the moment.
Okay, I think that's a very good advice for our students and upcoming managers on project management. So, thank you, Dr. Vijay. You're such a nice speaker, and you have presented it so well, and it was so clear. I hope this will definitely benefit our students, and we hope to see you soon, sir, again on AIBP platforms. And
Sure.
maybe in future we'll again speak and have opportunity to hear from you. Thank you
Yeah.
for joining, sir. Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
Doctor. And yeah, thank you all. Bye.
Okay, so everyone, we have heard about AI, and I think there are few things which are coming up common in both the speakers which we had. Both the speakers were talking about risk. They are talking about AI interventions. They are talking about ethics. They are talking about data manipulation. So these are the common topics, in fact, if you see. And this is where this whole deliberation is going and what is coming up. So, if you are listening to these lectures, please look on these aspects also, that how AI is unfolding and how AI is giving us new questions where we need to look at. So I think with this, what we have gathered till now,